Good morning, everyone. We're done with discussing about the concept of social work and the concept of social work, social welfare, social services. This time, I'll discuss to you the foundation knowledge of social work. Why social work is considered as a jack of all trades trade profession. So, social work is related to psychology, sociology, political science, economics, biology, psychiatry, counseling, cultural anthropology. So, when we talk about psychology, this refers to the scientific study of mind and behavior. So, in social work, we also understand and try to study the different kinds of person's behavior. This behavior can also reflect on how he or she interacts with a particular scenario or a situation. In the field of sociology, sociology refers to the organized study of how groups develop, interact, behave, and function within the larger society. So in uh, social work is considered as an applied sociology profession. So therefore, we do not only study how people are grouped together, but we also try to help through our intervention or different approaches in social work. We try to help these individuals and groups. In political science, this refers to the study of political and government structure and functioning. So in social work, it is also related since we have the subject social welfare policies, programs, and services. And we're trying to discuss or identify and understand why there are hierarchy in a certain structure and why hierarchy or a structure or the employees in a particular structure impacts on how they relate with their administrator or head of office. So that's how we view political science. We also understand, in a broad manner why, in terms of politics and governmental structure, why people are affected. And economics. This is the study of production, distribution, and consumption of goods and services. In social work, we're trying to also to understand the laws of demands and supply. We also try to understand how, especially the poor people, clamors for an equal distribution of resources. Why other people don't have an access to a particular resources that they need. So that's how we understand economics and its relevance to the people's lives or people's lives. Then biology is the study of living organisms and their physical functions. So in social work, we're trying to dissect the different factors that that influence a particular behavior of a certain organism. Say for example, why people need to survive, why there is the so-called survival of the fittest. So in social work, we're trying to discuss it and dissect it individually. In the field of psychiatry, psychiatry refers to the branch of medicine that deals with the diagnosis and treatment of mental, emotional, and behavioral disorders. Although the boundary of psychology and social work is very clear and very evident that we cannot, take note of that, we cannot provide or give medicine to the clients, especially with mental disorders. But psychiatrists and social workers are working together. They're part of the interdisciplinary team in order for this certain mentally challenged individual to become functional, fully functional again. So we try to understand, example, how bipolar disorder occurs and what are the factors that constitute to this bipolar disorder, and how a particular person, especially the family and his or her families, can also understand and make some innovations at home in order for this bipolar disorder patient lessen the relapse or lessen the behavior. Then in counseling, this is the use of interviewing and problem-solving skills with clients to provide insights concerning psychological issues and change future behavior. So in counseling, it is also very important in social work since this is our one of our skills that we need to develop. Again, because we're handling with different kinds of behavior of people, we also have different approaches to counseling. Such as, for example, there are so-called individual counseling in social work. There are also marital counseling in social work. And again, it varies from uh, the person that you are dealing with or that you are catering. So another is the cultural anthropology. Cultural anthropology is the branch of anthropology that deals with human culture, especially its history, social structure, language, and technology. In order for social workers not to become judgmental, we need to study how this culture influence the behavior of a particular person, why history repeats itself, and why history makes some changes or impacts the behavior of a particular groups, communities, or even individual, and how also technology affects the behavior of a particular groups. So that's how the different foundation of knowledge impacts, or the different kinds of discipline relates to social work. Again, there are also interventive applications in social work. These are the three levels or systems level in social work: micro, meso, and macro. So in the micro practice, which deals with individual, from the word micro, tiny. So this talks about dealing with individuals. And then micro meso, this talks about dealing with families and small groups. Meso practice talks about groups, big groups, no, or large groups. And then macro practice, this talks about organization, communities, societies, and even country. So again, this discussion explains how social work relates to other discipline and why social work is considered as a profession which is jack of all trades. So thank you and good day.